We live.
Right now?
Right now.
I can't see you.
I'm right here. What do you mean you can't see me?
I can't see you.
What?
I can't see you.
Dude.
Hey everyone, Wendy O here. Welcome back to the Love and Marriage Podcast. This is my host, Hotep, co-host, Hotep Jesus. How you doing tonight, Hotep?
Good.
Oh, there you are.
Okay, there we go. All right, we in there.
Amen.
My bad.
I thought the aliens came and got you.
Nah, we in this bitch. We in this bitch.
I'm gonna be laughing a lot because I'm just a little tired. I feel I have a little bit of a cold. It's not stupid 19, and I'm gonna be taking your term. I will give you credit when credit is due, but it will always be referred to as S19 from now on.
I love it.
Oh, you're echoing.
What?
You're echoing.
I'm echoing?
It's not, oh my God, you're not echoing, but it sounds like...
Does it sound like a demon?
Yeah, it's all deep.
Yes, then it's working. This is all part of my evil plot. I wanted to catch Wendy O off guard tonight, and it worked. Oh man! Somebody said, Arsene Bien Amin said HJ is grinding tonight.
I know it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
No, your voice is all deep though. It's like do you have like a filter on or something?
You know, I do my thing whenever
Oh, hell no.
Whenever I do my thing, I try to do my thing correct. You know what I mean? we gotta keep it live. Say, motherfucker.
This is on brand with today's fuckery. This is on motherfucking brand for today's fuckery. I cannot.
Yeah, we gotta keep it live, man. We gotta keep it live.
Okay, this is probably the most important topic we're going to discuss for tonight.
Okay.
Did you get the gift I sent?
Gift?
I sent you guys a gift for the baby. Did
it come?
Yeah.
When?
Okay, I'll have to check. Oh, you didn't get it? Oh man, I have to call. It came from eBay.
Check your tracking number. I mean, we've gotten so many packages. It could have come, and we just didn't know.
Let me see. This is important. This is the best gift.
I'm looking at boxes in my house now.
It's a very small box. It's not going to be like a box. It's going to be like an envelope.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Where's my package?
Where's my package, motherfuckers?
Where's my package, motherfuckers?
It was delivered on January 2nd.
Let me see what's going on here. I'll get to the bottom of it. We'll get to the bottom of it. I'm sure it's here somewhere.
Because I need to catch your reaction. I need to ask you live on the show. Right. Anyways, so I saw earlier today that you did a special. You guys had a Hotep on the ground. Tell me what happened, because I just.
Yeah, we got Hotep agents across the globe. We have Hotep agents in Europe. Right now we're in, I want to say, 4 different continents: South America, North America, Africa, and Europe. So one of our correspondents, Mukhtar, who's, dude's got to be at least 140, 160 IQ, really smart individual, African kid, very involved in politics. He's no stranger to Washington, D.C., went there today, and he hit us up, and he was sending us updates the entire time, video clips and whatnot. Then he hit me on the Twitter. He's like, "Yo, interview?" ? And I was like, "Word." So, we got him on. I fucking called Uncle Hotep. I said, Uncle Hotep, get your ass up. It's grifting season. It's time to go. We got work to do. So we hopped on the internets and we did about 45 minutes with Mukhtar, and his battery was dying, and then Unc had to get back to the kids. So then I kept the stream going for a few hours after that. A little bit of live streaming and commentary, keeping up with the Twitters and some of the viral videos. So yeah, man, it was, crazy day. This is my third stream today. So I want to say I did 5 hours or 4 or 5 hours with the thing. Then I did 2 hours with chess. And then tonight is you. So, people are like, oh my God, another stream? I'm back again.
I'm back again, motherfuckers.
So when you call Uncle Hotep, do you guys have is it like a bat signal that gets shot up into the air?
It's like a bat signal with the Hotep insignia. You know what I'm saying? Like the hat, it goes into the sky, and then Uncle Hotep, we run to the bat cave. That's it. But I hit him. I called him. He picked right up. And I said, yo, Mukhtar got the exclusive down there. It's time to grift. He started laughing. And then we just logged on and started covering it, man. It's good coverage, though. I'm about to look at the... I got to go look and see... it's my other keyboard. I got to look and see how long that stream was. That was 3 hours and 26 minutes. So, all right, no, it wasn't 5 hours. I did 3 hours and 26 minutes for the special broadcast. Yeah. All
right, well, we'll keep this short tonight because we got to. I was all excited. I was like, this is my church. We get to talk about like non-crypto stuff, like love and marriage, and then all this stuff happened, and I'm just like, what?
I know. All this stuff. Well, I was anticipating this. I know you were caught off guard because, I
don't care because I don't pay attention to it too much. I pay attention to, like the businesses being shut down and how that's breaking up families and how it's just a complete like insanity.
Yeah.
And how China is back to normal.
Word, the motherfuckers out there partying and whatnot.
Like what? How is that okay?
Bro, I don't know what's going on. We got hoodwinked real bad.
Okay, I got a question though.
Okay.
So you knew that this was coming because
Yes.
you're a very intelligent man and you call this stuff like that. You're very good with marketing. You're very good with calling grifters, all that type of stuff. So if you knew this and you're just a regular citizen, just an average Joe, just a dad out there just doing his thing.
Yeah.
So if an average dad could call this, why didn't the Secret Service or the powers that be, why didn't they call this and get those government officials? Why did they let them work at home? Why were they there?
For the electoral vote?
Whatever, why were they there if there was going to be upheaval? Why didn't they get their shit taken care of a day before? Because
Democrats are stubborn. They want to get Trump out of there, even if their life depends on it. So they were going to show up today regardless. We all knew what was happening. We knew that there was going to be a demonstration at the White House. The Democrats didn't care. They wanted to have this thing anyway, but it was disrupted. They had to get escorted out, blah, 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 but yeah. That's my take. I don't think this was a job for Secret Service.
Not necessarily Secret Service, but you know what I mean. Like, yeah,
security. There was a high security presence out there. I think they thought the measures that they had in place were good enough. They had the barricades, they had the police out there in riot gear. They were deterring people as much as they could. I don't think they knew how valiantly courageous these people are.
Okay.
And how passionate these people are about their country. But them country folk came about the woodwork and they was ready. I thought it was kind of,
because I'm in the crypto industry and we're all about F the Fed, F the government, and this and that, blah, blah, blah. We want to be our own banks. But then you see these big accounts and you see these people, oh my God, I can't believe this. And then they have political opinions about Trump, about Biden, about what's going on. And there's a lot of inner fighting within the community. People got pissed off at me. And I don't understand that. To me, I'm just thinking to myself, y'all are grifting.
Who's grifting?
The crypto community.
Grifting
You don't get to say the end the Fed. You don't get to say I'm not paying taxes. You don't get to say you don't get to oppose the government. And then when when there's no law and order and people are actually standing up for themselves and causing a ruckus, you're upset about it. You don't get to do that.
They were upset?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
Oh my God. This is my problem, yo. This is my problem. People don't keep it consistent. We got to be consistent. Is it end the Fed? Is it the government's bad? Like I was on the phone with my homie. He was like, oh, I can't believe these actions of these people storming the White House, so on and so forth. And I'm like, are you pro-government? Well, I'm not pro-government. I'm not cool with the government. But the way these people are acting is terrible. Bro, they're attacking the government. And he just can't explain himself out of that. Nobody can explain themselves out of it. Either you with the government or you not. And then when you say that, they jump to the whole, oh, well, if it was black people, then I don't want to do all the speculation and the whataboutism. And, now you're creating straw man arguments, things that didn't happen. You know what I think? If black people would have showed up in mass, I want to be specific, left-wing black people. If left-wing black people would have showed up at the White House, the Democrats would have opened the door, would have served drinks and hors d'oeuvres. It would have been fried chicken and watermelon waiting for everybody on the inside.
Let me tell you something. I actually like that combination of food.
Oh,
I really do.
It's delicious. It's delicious.
It's amazing on a summer day because I used to have it growing up, and that's what we could afford.
But let's get back to crypto and the hypocrisy.
Yes, please. Another thing that I wanted to, because I keep it consistent. I think that there does need to be some sort of kind of middle ground, some sort of line, some sort of, I talk about paying my crypto taxes because, I have assets and I don't want the government coming in and taking my shit. I don't want to be made as an example because I am an influencer. So I'm very if I say something, that's it. I'm not gonna backpedal. I'm not gonna say end the Fed, but then say we need to do X, Y, and Z. But right. we have folks that are in crypto that are anonymous, or folks that are powerful people that have been in the space for a long time, and they're just like, I can't believe this is happening. F Trump, this is terrible, blah blah blah. But it's like, you don't get to do that. You don't get to say end the Fed because you don't get to do that. No. Doesn't work that way.
Whose side are you on, people? Whose side are you on? It's time to decide. Also, too, what if because obviously, we did see some cell phone footage, but what happens if there was POCs there and they just the media wasn't showing it?
They were there.
Okay.
They were there. I saw a brother walking around the Capitol building inside, real leisurely, I saw brothers outside. I mean, we had a correspondent outside that's from Africa.
Okay.
He got maced. He was out there. To crypto Twitter, I want to leave y'all with this.
Come on, man.
What's wrong with y'all, man? What's wrong with y'all?
I guess we could segue this into a love and marriage thing. So somebody brought this up, and what these liberals do, and what these people that aren't able to think clearly, what they do is you'll bring something, you'll say something, and what they'll do is they'll try to bring another argument up that's not even related to the topic. Yeah. So somebody brought up that a pregnant woman was shot at some protest, which wasn't even today's protest, which was a different protest, and they posted it on my page or one of the comments, and I'm thinking to myself, as a pregnant woman, if I was pregnant, why would you bring yourself and put your child in danger? Put yourself in danger.
Yeah, that's no good. Yeah, women and children really should stay home.
They should stay home, but then that brings back the equality of that brings back the whole left agenda or the whole political agenda that men and women should have the same rights and whatnot.
Women and men have the same rights, but either you believe in protecting women or you don't. I think it's misogynistic to say that women should be in danger, because of some sort of equality type thing. I don't believe that. If you want to believe that, that's fine. If you want to see women get shot, a woman died today. Mm-hmm. If you want to see that, and because of equality or whatever, God bless your soul. I don't want to see that. Not to say it's any better if it's a man, but we damn sure don't want to see women going out like that. It's just not cool, man. It's not a place for women to be. A man should have taken that. That should have been shot at a man. Even because the bodies are structured different. Maybe if it was a man, he takes that hit and doesn't die. You know what I mean? It's not that casualty, but because it's a woman, they're a little bit more frail. And she gets shot in the neck with a rubber bullet, and that's it, man.
Oh, it was a rubber bullet?
I want to say it was a rubber bullet, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm glad that you clarified that, because I've known grown men that have been shot by rubber bullets and they've been fine.
Yeah, it's different when you're shot, but it's different when you're shot in the neck.
I would have to ask somebody out there about that.
They would high velocity, high powered rifle, in the neck, close range. It's not a good look. Not a good look.
It's not a good look. It's very sad. But I do one thing. There's one difference about about the Hotep community, or even just like normal people, good people, is they do believe in protecting women to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Giving women equal rights, giving women the voice to speak, but at the same time, like, I like my role as a woman. I want to be protected. I don't want to be out on the front lines. And I was telling my husband too, I go, me personally as a mom, I don't even take my daughter like when we lived in the hood, I wouldn't even take her grocery shopping at the store in the hood because it was a bad neighborhood and there could have been potential for stuff to pop off. And I wouldn't even put my daughter in a situation like that. And I can't understand these people that bring their children, or these pregnant women that goes to these events.
Right. Yeah. It's not a good look at all. Not a good look at all, man. And shame on them. And shame on the people that think that's cool. Let's run through the topics real quick that we'll cover tonight.
Yes.
We're going to talk about how will the collapse of the U.S. monetary system impact the nuclear family? Kanye and Kim, Fancy Nancy and her gender neutral language, and sex scenes in movies. Right? I think that's our topics for tonight.
Yeah, let's get into that. Okay, so let's talk. What was the first one?
Collapse of the U.S. monetary system impacting the nuclear family.
So, as we know, the United States government continues to print money like it's nobody's business. We see people let's just talk about the United States. We're seeing people all over the United States that don't have jobs. We had Chef Gruel on. Restaurant industry is absolutely decimated. Small businesses are being decimated one by one, especially the service industries. And you have families that are struggling. And most people know that many divorces are caused by money, fighting about money, because money is one of those those sacred topics. I want to say it's it's politics, religion, and money that you do not discuss at the dinner table. And with the US dollar being continually printed, we're no longer becoming the superpower that we once were. Our economy is becoming decimated. People are relying on the United States government for their $600 stimulus check, and that's not enough to pay for anything. A lot of pressure was on both parents at the same time to work to provide an income to bring it home, which maybe 20, 30 years ago, it used to just be the man's job to do that, while the woman's job was to stay at home and create the family, cook and clean. And those are equally important jobs. So let's not get that twisted. But what is going to happen? How many divorces? How many cases of abuse? How many cases of just the nuclear family being absolutely destroyed because people cannot get jobs? They cannot support their family. And yes, there is the argument that goes, well, you can figure out a way to support your family, and that's fine and dandy. But let's face it, if you live in a very populated city and everybody let's say they worked at the automobile shop or the factories, and the automobile factory shut down and there's no other jobs, what do you do?
Exactly. Hold on, let me 1 second. I'm just doing something to my microphone. I gotta put these I gotta put my compressors back on. Noise gate, noise suppression. This shit was bothering me. My bad. And I think it was a limiter. Yeah. Okay, my bad. Okay, yeah, my voice should sound crispier now. It's well, I guess I have to pose this question to you. Is the how do I want to say this? Is the life raft Bitcoin? Tough question, Wendy O. Tough question.
It's not a tough question, and the answer is no.
I'm
gonna be the devil's advocate. I'm gonna be the bad guy here.
I'm
gonna be the bad guy here.
I'm gonna have to agree with you.
I'm gonna have to be the bad guy, and the reason why I'm going to be the bad guy, yes, you can buy Bitcoin as a peaceful protest, but Bitcoin does not stop a lot of these issues, a lot of these societal issues that we have. And especially the price that Bitcoin is at now and the volatility in the market, it is a very speculative asset, and it's an investment. Yes, people want to use it as a currency, and I think that's fantastic. But let's be realistic here. How much of the U.S. population is educated and smart enough to take that plunge and to convert everything that they own into Bitcoin? Are they mature enough? Are they responsible enough to take care of their private keys, of their seed phrases? Are they responsible enough to not store those things on their desktop, on their mobile phone? Are they responsible enough to not click random links or to get SIM swapped or hacked? And sometimes those things are beyond your control. So when we pose those types of questions, and when we talk about human error, what happens if, let's say, for example, Bitcoin was the answer. Let's say that for one family, Bitcoin was the answer. And it was the dad's idea. The dad's like, we're going to do this. I'm going to save my family, protect the nuclear family. But what happens if dad gets hacked? And all the money he took from selling the house, selling the minivan, whatever it is, he puts into Bitcoin and he loses it all because of a human error. And human error is very possible to happen. What happens then?
It's tough questions, Wendy. These are some tough questions. Do you see a monetary collapse happening?
I do.
Oh, wow. How soon?
I mean, I'm not. That's not my.
If you had to just jump out a window and play, you know, Jeopardy.
After today, after what we saw today, tomorrow, and now it's actually. You know what? Let me rephrase that. It is we're witnessing it. We're in the midst of it right now.
Are we?
We are in the midst of it. We're in this lockdown. Businesses are being forced to shut down. Everything the world is completely different than what it was, and people can't pay their bills. And I know in Nevada, they stopped paying their unemployment and they stopped paying benefits to people. They just stopped.
Really?
They don't have money. Yeah, they stopped.
What?
They stopped. So people can't pay their bills.
Oh my God.
So we're witnessing this economic collapse. We saw this with the stimulus package, to where they cared more about other countries, which I understand the political correctness. I understand you have to maintain global relations and relationships with other countries. But at the same time, we have people here that they can't breathe. They literally cannot breathe. And when I say they cannot breathe, they are pressure from their families, their kids, everything. How depressing. And because I've been there, not in the same situation these other people are. I've been homeless. I have had nothing. I have been in a very, very, very bad, dark place, waking up in utter despair because of your life situation. Yes, of course, I put myself through that stuff. I made a lot of poor life decisions at that time. But when you're in that pit of despair, it is very hard to get out of it. And you have grown men with families that are good men, that are not able, no matter what they do right now. I'm sure they will figure something out, but they can't feed their families. They can't take care of their families. And that is a man's livelihood.
Right.
A real man, that is his livelihood, is to take care of his family and provide. You guys are providers. Since the beginning of time, all men have gone out, have been the hunters, have brought the food home. They have taken care of the families. They have protected the women and children. They have protected their brothers. They have protected the communities. And men can't do that. They've been demasculated. You guys have not you, but many men have been demasculated, and they can't provide anymore. And I feel that that's part of the monetary system collapsing.
Damn sure part of the agenda. People will ask, well, why would they want to do that? And the answer to that is they want to create dependency upon the state.
But the same, that also goes with that. They want to create dependency upon the state. We've already seen the state not be able to take care of us. We saw that. We saw this with the $600 stimulus. Other countries, I want to say Canada and Sweden, and there's a bunch of other countries. There's a list somewhere we can Google it and see, but they're given like $2,000 a month per taxpayer. So let's say you have a husband and a wife, you're getting $4,000. That's more than enough money to survive. Even in LA, with the cost of living being so high, you can make it work.
And all we got was that one-time stimmy and this second one?
So we got $1,800.
Hey, yo.
And it will be, I want to say it's going to be a year soon. When do we get locked down first? In April? March?
I want to say March. Yeah. March, April. Yeah.
$1,800.
That's wild.
$1,800. This is not the 70s.
And people asking me, why are these people storming the I'm like, yo, y'all paying attention out here?
Well, I saw somebody comment on a friend of mine saying, and I'm just staying out of it because people, they're not going to understand, because I come from a different place. I come from being poor. That's where I come from. So I understand the struggle. I understand the anguish and I understand the anguish against the system, because it doesn't feel fair sometimes. But now you can really see that it's truly not fair, because they don't care. There's no one there to pick you up. You can't even get on welfare anymore. If you want to get on welfare, there's a wait time, and they're not even, I think they're going to stop paying out, because I know the state of California is broke.
And Biden wants to bring the illegals in.
That too. And to be honest with you, I support legal immigration, because my family came here legally. They came here, and I'm not one to judge other people, but all of my grandfathers, they all served in the United States military, and they all contributed to the United States. They're all blue collar workers. They helped build the United States. Many Sicilian Americans that came here, that's what they did. And to me, that's contributing. And we faced our own racism and oppression. It's different from other people's journey, but we faced it. And what they did with us is they grouped us and they lumped us in with other white people, and they kind of stripped our culture away. And the only culture that you hear about when they talk about Sicilian Americans is the mob culture. Everybody knows about the mob culture. Everybody wants to be like all the mobsters, but that's not who we are. But anyways, I feel bad for the nuclear family. And it's absolutely being destroyed. And a lot of people just don't understand how sick and tired people are. This is this is different from the last election, because there's more at stake here. People can't feed their families. And when you take a man's livelihood away, he's going to lash out. And if we want to put this into perspective for those of you that are listening and watching that don't understand, if you look at the kids on the street, the ones that are dealing dope, the ones that are joining gangs, the ones that are acting out and lashing out. And I'm talking about all different races here, because I've known quite a few people from different backgrounds that chose that lifestyle. They do that is because they feel that they're backed into a corner, and they feel like they have to either provide for their families, or they have to, that's what makes them feel like a man, is to live that type of lifestyle. But now you're seeing the blue collar and the white collar folks turn into that.
Ain't that the damn truth? Fudge Mayo, $3 super chat, said, drop the grift, pick up the crypt. By the way, Stellar, talking about Stellar Lumens. We'll keep crypto commentary on, because I really don't want to talk about crypto too much here, because you guys should go check out Wendy's channel for that. I want you guys to go subscribe to her channel and send your questions over there. And don't try to access Wendy on my channel, Fudge. It's like, nah, I'm playing. But I honestly, I just want to make sure that when people think crypto, they go to Wendy O's channel. That link is in the description box below. So if you want to get that question, go to one of her streams and then ask that question on her stream.
Yeah, and I stream every Sunday at 6 p.m. PST. You can ask me anything. And if I do not respond to you, you send me an email and I will respond to you. You will get a response from me.
Word. There you go. What's the
what
next
else we
topic? Because you depressed me with this monetary system.
I didn't mean to do that, but it is something that was important that we did need to discuss because
Yeah.
I hope that people go back and they listen to this and they listen to what I said and then they saw your facial expressions because I could tell your facial expressions. You're just like, there's really
No bueno.
I mean, let's talk a little bit about little drama, little juice.
Okay.
So Kanye and Kim, they're getting a divorce.
Allegedly.
I think they are. And there's some messy stuff going on.
Do you believe it?
Which part?
That they're getting a divorce.
Oh, there's more to the story than that.
Oh, are you going to talk about that Jeffree Star rumor?
People on let me tell you, Hotep, people on TikTok, they're saying it. You're having very well-known influencers in the makeup industry talk about it as well. And people are starting to piece things together. And then you go back and you look at some of his tweets that he tweeted, adding Kanye, very personal details. And then you got Amber Rose, some of the things that she had said that people are pulling those tweets up. I don't know. I want to hear your opinion on it.
Nah, keep going. Keep going.
So supposedly he's having an affair with him with whatever. Supposedly that was the story. When I hear the word Kanye West, the name, and when I visualize him, I don't see that being, I see him being more masculine than that. And that's not a jab at anybody that is, or is gay, but I just don't see him. I just don't see it happening. However, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the truth.
All right, let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
Jeffree Star is a troll.
Okay.
And he'll do anything to be famous, to trend, etc., etc. Makeup influencers and Amber Rose are not valid influencers. These are some of the most gossipy, chatty patty people around. Yo, shut up, Jay. He said, Ye has a stinky pinky. Oh my God. I'm not
This is all alleged, but we need to discuss it because this morning in the girls chat, one of my girls is like, are you guys seeing this? And I'm like, I was like, what's this girl talking about? I said, send it because I'm in the middle working. And she's like sending all this stuff. I'm like, holy S. And then of course all the political grifting comes out.
You know what? I'm just not. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying the divorce rumors. I don't know who came out the woodwork and said this stuff and who started it. Has Kim tweeted about it?
I don't think she has. I went on, I was on Instagram, my private Instagram, because I follow her. And I didn't see nothing about it.
I'm gonna go to Kim's. I'm gonna go to Kim.
Why would she tweet it though?
To confirm or deny.
But is that her style?
I think it makes sense to allow people. What's today? The 6th, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think what makes sense is to allow people to speculate in the meantime and keep your name relevant, because the more relevant you are, the more sales you get. So, these people are, I'm pretty sure she'll just ride the grift out until this dies down. Then they'll come out and say, yeah, that's not true. Or they'll troll and take a picture with the whole family smiling or some shit like that. I don't believe that they're getting a divorce, and I don't believe the whole Jeffree Star shit. I believe this is just either contrived by the family there, the Kardashian Jenner clan. Kanye might be in on it, might not be. But
I don't think he would be in on it though.
I think he would. Kanye loves to hack the media. You know, he's not a big fan of like paying for publicity and advertising. He just likes to hack the media.
Right, but this is like especially I know he's very protective of his children and it's very, very admirable of him, like super protective of his kids, and I love to see that about him. But
Yes.
but do you think that, and I understand wanting to hack the media and whatnot, but when you're putting your family, but when it could potentially cause some static with your children and with the family, would he do that?
Yes.
Okay.
The kids probably don't know about it. I mean, they're all real like super young. I could say if they were like high school or something like that, and everybody's remote, so it's not going to affect the kids. They don't know what the fuck's going on, right? They don't know what the media is talking about. They're probably playing somewhere right now. And you know, if he's anything like me, you know, I'm explaining to my kids, you know, the manipulation of media and how to manipulate the media and the industry of grifting, right? And you turn into a laughing matter to where the kids aren't affected by it because they know mommy and daddy are entertainers, and part of that is putting on a show.
I need to learn some of these hacks.
Like what?
I need to be better with my PR and whatnot with my brand.
Oh, you're talking to the right guy.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna end up hiring someone to probably take over my Twitter because the the amount of stupidity on that platform
Hmm.
is just astounding, and I'm just kind of tired of being the bad guy, well, the bad girl.
The first thing I would do if I were you would be to hire a stunt double to go on your TikTok and your Twitter and twerk. And let the people think it's you. Then come back a week later and say, I'm ashamed of all of you for falling for that stupid trick. And look at these comments. And then I would grift off all the nasty comments they sent your way and highlight all the assholes.
Well, April Fool's is coming up.
April Fool's is a great time to do that.
Okay, we're gonna plan.
Although it might be a little bit predictable, but still, Hotep Jesus loves to hack. Right? Love to hack the media. I'm not paying for advertising or any stuff. I'm going to hack my way into notoriety because you have just to understand what makes people tick and talk. And when you know what makes them tick and talk, you could play the clock.
I still want to hire someone to take over my Twitter.
You should. You absolutely should. Twitter is very time consuming.
It's very time consuming, and I feel like I'm very I was able to grow the account with just me. That like what you see on that platform, that's me 100%. That's who I am. I don't BS. I don't sugarcoat things. I don't do things to fit in or to be popular. So I was able to grow that without buying followers like the rest of them, like the other like
Shots fired.
Like the other females in the space. I didn't have to sell my body. I didn't have to, and the men too. I didn't have to do nothing. All I did was just provide free content, and I told everyone I would do. I was very honest that I did sponsored content. It's a very taboo thing in crypto. People don't like to see you do sponsored content or make money.
Yeah,
they don't like that, which to me it makes no sense because who the fuck is going to buy your shit coin that no one knows about?
So, Pete, this somebody I know. I don't say no names. He wanted to go on OnlyFans and, you know, do the OnlyFans thing. And I told him, I was like, bro, you ain't got to do that. You don't got to sell your ass, yo. But they're they're down in the luck as far as money's concerned. And I was like, look, bro, I can show you how to get this money online. You know, you're an attractive individual. You have some skills. I can show you how to monetize and how to grow your Instagram account so you can get your grift on, you know? And, it's just, you know, it's crazy that, well, the reason why I bring that up is because I want to commend you for not selling your ass and still making it out here. You know what I mean? Like, that's really admirable because a lot of people would just go the other route immediately. They just give up. They wouldn't try. They wouldn't be innovative and express any ingenuity. And Wendy O said, no, I have respect for myself and I'm going to get it the right way. And I feel like when you do it that way, you create longevity. You know, that quick money is short money. You know, you can't sustain that lifestyle but for so long. And you can't sustain a brand on that lifestyle forever. Look at all the porn stars now. Like, trying to come back around and be relevant again. Even some of the old Playboy models trying to come back around and like they're over the hill. They're like 40 now.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to grow their Instagram accounts, don't know how to monetize Instagram accounts. Right. So I'm like talking to my friend and his girlfriend's got 300,000 Instagram followers. Ain't making a dime from Instagram. Talking about, I need somebody to reach out to Fashion Nova. And I'm like, you have 300,000 Instagram followers, but you don't know how to monetize that? There's something wrong there.
There is something wrong.
There's something fundamentally wrong there. So when you sell your ass, you're not learning how to sustain yourself.
I'm kind of shocked right now. Oh my God. I was monetizing when I had 10,000 followers. I think at 8,000 followers, I was invited to go to a conference and they paid for my hotel and the conference ticket. I had to pay for the flight, but it was a very nice hotel at 8,000 followers on Twitter.
Yo, some girls out here who have millions of followers, Wendy, and don't know how. They're waiting on brands to cut the check. They don't know how to monetize. They don't know how to it's terrible. It's really terrible out here. They're waiting for that phone call from Fashion Nova and whoever else and, Fit Tummy Tea or something.
There's ways to play that to where you're not technically reaching out to them, but you can get their attention and have them reach out to you. There's ways to there's tactics that you can do that.
Don't tell them here. They got to pay for that information. That's how we monetize.
Yeah. No, there's ways to do that. There was one time I had made a post because I was upset about something about a particular product that I didn't like, or I didn't like the way they updated their software or whatever. So I made a post about it. I had 10 companies in my DMs wanting to send me free products.
Oh, you got to teach me that trick.
But I basically complained about a product. And then I had their competitor, and I tagged them. People knew about it. People were sharing it. People were upset. They were commenting. It was a very emotional thing. And then I had 10 other companies send me their product.
That's how it was done. Natasha Kayleen, what'd you say?
No, go ahead.
Natasha Kayleen, $5 super chat. Happy Wednesday, Wendy. And
Happy
Hotep,
Wednesday,
have a wonderful week. And $4.99 super chat from Wasted Talent Podcast. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all.
Thank you.
What were you about to say?
I think I forgot. I didn't do any sponsor because I do sponsored content. I rock with sponsored content. That's my business, part of my business. That, and I manage brands in the background too. But most of my stuff is sponsored content on YouTube, not so much Twitter. They hate to see it, but people send me all kinds of stuff.
Get your money, girl.
You got to get your money. And you know what? Anybody that hates on that type of hustle, then if they're in crypto and they're hating on it, I actually got into it with a really big account on the first day of my vacation. I wasn't happy about it, but it's part of the game. And I actually broke 12,000, 12 or 11,000 followers this week on TikTok.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice. My homie just got his banned for the second time.
Oh, okay. What's his at?
Fresh and fit.
Was he talking political stuff?
Nah, girls. He does he coaches men on how to deal with women, and he said this video said we should probably bring him on here one day too. He's funny.
Can we?
Yeah, he's funny as hell. He said if you're with a woman alone and you want to have sex, but she doesn't want to have sex, call another woman in front of her and tell the girl you're with she can leave. You got another girl coming over ready to have sex with you.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
So he went viral, and feminists and all of that didn't like it. So they mass reported him and got his account banned. I forget what the other video was. It went viral. He went viral twice, like millions of views on this video on Twitter, everywhere. And the first time his video went viral, they banned him. Then it went viral again, and they banned him. But just basically mass reporting.
Let's get him on.
All right, let's do that.
Okay, but I have to tell you, next week I have a guest scheduled for us. I forgot to email you.
Who's that?
So it's a good friend of mine, Mark Moss. I actually met him through crypto.
Okay.
But the reason we're gonna have him on for a lot of different reasons. I have to double check with him because I'll explain why. So not only is he a great person to network with business wise, he's a self-made millionaire. I want to say before the age of 25.
Nice.
he has a very successful YouTube channel talking about finance, and he's no college education and just a very, very intelligent investor. He does investing that full time. But the reason why I want to have him on, he's married with kids. He's a family man, and him and his family, they live in California, and they are picking up and leaving. They left California and they moved to Puerto Rico.
Oh, wow. Congratulations to them.
So he's done with the communism, and he's done with the communism. So they moved. Because he sent me the video, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Because I was like, okay, they're probably going to go to Texas. They're probably going to go to, one of the red states, because he's a little bit more on the, on that side, which that's good. That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
I says, can he come on? He said, I would love to come on. I says, it's a love and marriage podcast. We really talk about nuclear family. But I think this is going to be particularly relevant because he's picking his family. His kids are teenagers too. He's picking his family up, and their family, everything is in California, and they're moving to Puerto Rico.
That's interesting. Yeah, I haven't come on because I'm at that point in my life where I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to move to. And I have not ruled out leaving the United States. I have not ruled it out. In fact, we've taken a look at Europe as a potential place to move to, but Europe's like still definitely under communism. So I'm like, that's not good. I looked at Brazil, just for a little while, maybe come back after shit cools off. But also mainly my main motive is for the kids. I want the kids to grow up in a different place and get better at sports, because soccer in America sucks, and I want them to get better at soccer. So I figure if I take them to Europe and Brazil or whatever, they'll get better faster playing with better kids their age.
So Puerto Rico is technically in the United States. And
it is.
And the tax rate is like, he was explaining all the tax rates and everything in this video. I'll send you the video when we're done.
Yeah.
It's a 10-minute video. It was very, 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 very well done. And it's very convincing. And you basically have to just apply for a couple things, like I want to say residency, but you can, right after you do, you can take full, you get to reap all the benefits, and you can still, run your businesses and do investing and register everything there and save so much money on taxes.
Okay. Nice. But Twitter's fucking with my followers, yo.
What you mean?
I just looked at my notifications and it said 100 something people followed me. So then I went to go look at my follower count, and my follower count is the same. And then I watched it go from from point 3 to point 2 back to point 3.
Right now it's happening with my follower account too. Well, I lost 200 followers because this one big account slammed me and trashed me because they've been wanting to do so for a long time, so they thought that was a good idea to do it. Anyways, whatever. But what Twitter does is I think because of all of the political turmoil we're going through and the censoring, their algorithms and their software is just not able to keep up, because they censored our president.
Yeah, they banned his account for 12 hours.
How is the president of the United States?
Oh man, it's so much to unpack there.
I mean, can you imagine? I know we're gonna go soon, but let's just talk about this for a second. Can you imagine there being a huge social media platform in Russia and they decided to censor Putin?
Gulags. Gulags. Are you serious? Or you try that in China? Try that shit in China and see how fast you end up missing.
Well, what's the guy? What is it? Jack Ma, the Alibaba guy?
Yeah.
He came out and he said something political against the communism going on there, and he went missing. And then I guess they found him supposedly alive and well, but I'm sure people are going to say it's a clone.
Yeah, allegedly they said that he was just laying low. That's what they're saying. Yeah. So I don't know what to believe on that. We're gonna have to wait and see some video of Jack Ma speaking and see if they've cloned him already. Or is it a deep fake Jack Ma? I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know, man.
See, it says Mike and 100 others followed you. But my follower count hadn't changed. Well, also I could have lost a lot of followers because that last tweet I put out that went viral was like pretty shitty.
Which one was it? 'Cause
it was the one where I said, where is it? I said if black people stormed the Capitol, Democrats would have rolled out the red carpet and had hors d'oeuvres ready. So I'm sure I lost a lot of followers with that.
Well, I saw some other accounts that said if it was, a certain type of group of people that came, they all would have been, met with violence and whatnot. So,
Yeah.
you know what? At this point, I'm just very happy to be a Sicilian American and just vibe. I don't know what I don't know what else to do. I'm listening to everybody say all these really ridiculous things, and I'm seeing all of these NFL players and all of these people, all these celebrities say X, Y, and Z, and I'm thinking to myself, you guys know, I get what they're feeling, but at the same time, I'm like, y'all understand that you're pandering to the media and you're doing exactly what the media wants you to do is divide everybody, right?
Exactly. That's what people don't understand, man. Like we're supposed to be on the same side here, yo, and people just aren't getting that, They're like, oh, if there was black, it was like, who cares if all these situations you want to make up about if it wasn't. Are you with the government or not? Are you with the police or not? Because you told me it was defund the police, and now it's like you back the police when they having a squabble with the police, and you backing the government because they stormed the Capitol building. But you told me that the government was white supremacy. Which one is it, people? Like,
well, the best ones are when I googled white supremacy, or not googled on Twitter. Because that was one of the trending hashtags. It's all white people saying it, like nerdy ass white people that they grew up in the burbs. They always had food on the table. They never wore hand-me-downs, and their moms probably wiped their asses until they were like 10 years old. And I'm thinking to myself, holy crap! Like who?
Those are the worst type of white people. Those are the white people I do not fuck with. Those are the same ones. Those are the same ones that say the N-word behind your back. Those are the same ones that won't hire you because you have dreads or you're a little too ethnic. Those are the same ones that clutch their purse and cross the street. Those are those ones that are really afraid of black folk. Conservative woman, she ain't really afraid of black folks. She like, I wish a nigga would. I'm packing.
Let me tell you though, it doesn't matter the race, the color, whoever it is. When I do walk down the street, I do clutch my purse because I have been stalked down the street. I have been held up at gunpoint. So no matter who it is, I am clutching my stuff. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
But that's just me though. That's different. That's because I experienced
Yeah, I totally get it. I mean, as a woman, you should, these streets is dangerous, Wendy. These streets is dangerous.
Well, I live in the burbs now, okay?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You done moved all up. You done got bougie on us.
I'm bougie. I'm still more ghetto than you.
You are. Oh, my God. Let's talk about Fancy Nancy.
Let's talk about her. So that, I don't like to talk like this, but I'm going to get a little street right now.
Okay.
That dumb bitch.
Uh-oh.
How are you going to pass a bill for gender? What is it about pronoun equality that we should use our gender neutral pronouns? Is that what to use they, them, and then you have your grandma in your bio?
Yeah, gender neutral language. Yeah, gender. I saw earlier they was talking about some amen and a woman. So, you can't say amen anymore at the end of your prayer. You got to say a woman too. So anywhere like men occurs. So I guess women don't menstruate anymore. They womenstruate. But how do you remove men from women?
We come from the same cloth though.
We do.
We do. Also too, Harvard, I might have said this on the show last week, but Harvard, it's either Harvard or Yale, one of these stupid schools that also offer courses called Anal Sex 101. And the reason why I know that is because my sister was interested in going there and she saw that and she's like, hell no, I'm not going there, because that was one of the requirements for her behavioral and whatever the hell she's doing. Anyways, they decided to remove the word pregnant or pregnant woman from their textbooks for the sociology or whatever it is. And they wanted to include, switch it with birthing person.
I just don't understand how that's not misogynistic.
Me as a woman, I love the fact that my body can, of course, with the assistance of my husband, but I can create life. I can carry life for 9 months. I can feed this life that I have delivered to the world, this gift, and I can sustain it with my own body. I was a proud pregnant woman, and I am a proud mother now. I am not a birthing person. I am a woman that can have children and I menstruate. I have all these amazing qualities as a woman. And if you're watching this and you're a woman, and if you there are infertility issues, this was not meant to be desensitive towards that. But those are some of the qualities of women that we menstruate, and we're able. And the reason why we menstruate is to prepare to carry life one day. And like you're demoralizing us. You're
Can we
basically telling.
can we
Go
talk
ahead.
about can we talk about the fact that this is done by men?
Is it the old white men doing this?
Well, let's think about it. Who are they trying to protect? People transitioning from what to what?
From men to women.
So they're accommodating men and erasing women. How is this misogynistic? Like, this is the shit that like people don't see. Like, you're erasing women to accommodate men. You're erasing women to accommodate men who want to change their lifestyle and be something they're not.
I never looked at it that way.
That's what's happening. Like, this is totally misogynistic.
And if you're watching this and you are a trans person, that's fine and dandy. And
Right.
you can identify as a trans woman or whatever it is.
Right.
But you and I we're still a little bit different. We got some differences here. And I actually had a friend when I worked at the pharmacy, when I worked in healthcare. She was a trans woman. She had all the stuff done. But she knew, and she wasn't the type that was like, "Oh, I'm a woman." Da, 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 da. She was like, "I am a trans woman." Every time you talk to her, she was like, "I am a trans woman." Like, that's how she referred to herself to. So people knew that she was not. And if you met her, she was beautiful. She was very well spoken. She carried herself well. Her and her husband made the most interesting combo ever. But she always referred to herself as a trans woman, and she was very proud of that. And she didn't try to be like, "I'm a woman." She was
There's
always,
nothing
"I'm a trans
wrong. It's, if y'all want to, whatever y'all want to do to your bodies is on you. I just don't understand why the rest of us have to be affected by your decisions.
We shouldn't, because like you said, it is misogynistic towards women, because um it takes away something that's unique about us. And the difference between you and I is that, or for example, you and your fiance, she gets to actually carry the child, obviously with your assistance, and bring the life to this world, bring this gift here. And then, you're the man, you protect and you serve your family, you provide food, you provide, shelter to an extent, really the protection that's there. But
Right.
it's really, it's making our roles in the family disappear. And I'm not with that.
And they throw on this word erasure, erasure, erasure. Like, I hear that a lot from the left liberals. You say erasure, you're trying to erase us and erase black women. I'm like, yo, they're erasing you right now in front of your face, and you haven't said a thing because they've gotten you hoodwinked and trapped by this gender thing. Cyrus Cherry said, I believe young Pharaoh once said they want a Greek society, a place of just gay men and lesbian. That's interesting.
That is interesting. I mean, let's remove the term black from women and just have women in general.
Yeah.
And regardless of whatever, if you're black or a white woman, you're a Hispanic woman, one of the most amazing qualities you have is the ability to give life. And it's this very special quality. And it's something that should be embraced and should be celebrated. It actually is embraced and celebrated in most cultures globally. And if you actually go through history, it's always a very special thing in many cultures. Women are actually very celebrated for that. Hence why we have the baby showers in the United States. There's a lot of celebration of that. And now all of a sudden it feels like America is starting to take that rite of passage away. That is old. Being able to procreate is one of the oldest forms of of being human in this world. It's a very sacred relationship between a man and a woman. If you want to go get your rocks off, doing X, Y, and Z, I'm with it.
Right.
But don't take my title as a woman away.
Right. Sex scenes in movies.
All right. Did you read the tweet?
Let me go and do that right now. Wait, which tweet?
Did it send it? Let me see. So basically so what this tweet said is it basically said the person, I forgot who tweeted it, don't matter. He said that the sex scenes in movies and TV shows in today's day and age are very similar to porn. But if you paid attention to the sex scenes and the romantic scenes like back in other time eras, they alluded to the people that they were going to kiss, or they alluded to people having sex. So it left more to the imagination. So you can kind of speculate how that romance went down, especially in some of the novels. But this person was basically arguing that we don't need to have that much sex on TV and movies.
We don't need to have that much sex in TVs and movies.
We can still have the sex scenes, but he's talking about alluding to it.
I agree. Let's get rid of it. We don't need it.
Is that the first law of order when Hotep becomes president?
Well, I'll tell you what, there was a dictator that ran a country, and that was one of the first things he did when he took power.
Really?
Oh yeah.
What was his reasoning for that?
Debauchery, lechery. It's lecherous content he wanted to rid his country of.
I'm with it. I mean, that's why people have relationships. One more quick topic before we go. It's something that I wanted to post about, but my audience don't care about it. So we have stupid 19. That is such a big issue. It's causing so much harm, taking lives, all these insane, terrible things that are happening. And we have all of these people that are trained. Like me, for example, if it was really that big of an issue, I have experience in healthcare. I can be on the front lines taking care of people. It really wouldn't take me too terribly long to learn how to, to work an IV. I know dosage calculations, different stuff like that. We have medical assistants that are out of work. We've got a lot of people that, that have had all these trainings and whatnot. Why are we not deploying these people and calling all hands on deck to help relieve these current healthcare workers? And the reason why I say this is because when we went to war in, World War I, World War II, they were drafting 18-year-old men to go on the front lines that had no prior experience on how to use a weapon, how to amputate, how to become medics, how to fly airplanes. They taught them all, literally, these men, they learned, these 18-year-olds, they learned. And the reason why I know this is because both of my grandfathers fought and they had to learn on the front lines. Like, there was no training. So we're in such a big, hard time, and it's such a big deal. Why aren't we just kind of throwing people that have some experience? Because we got a lot of people with certificates that know how to do stuff. I could do it. Why aren't we throwing people like myself on the front lines to get this thing under control?
Well, because this thing doesn't need to be put under control. The nurses and shit got enough time to make TikTok dances. They must not be too overwhelmed.
Well, that's something I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to bring up because I was thinking about it the other day, and it made me mad because we're sacrificing businesses, we're sacrificing the nuclear family, we're sacrificing livelihood, and we have all of these resources that we're not tapping into. We've got so much land in the United States and so many abandoned buildings, especially commercial buildings, that aren't able to be utilized because people can't go to work because of this whole thing. Mm-hmm. Why aren't we utilizing those and putting beds and putting, people in there to take care of others? They did that with the Civil War. They would set up tents and they would just have people come in and take care of people.
You look at the death toll from 2019 and compare it to 2020. You don't find much disparity. In fact, I think more people died in 2019 than they did in 2020.
From what?
From just overall deaths.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I had to just vent that before we signed off.
No, I feel you, but I just don't think that, I don't think they're in need. I think that a lot of this stuff is blown out of proportion. I can't say too much here, but I don't think I think it's all blown out of proportion. That's what I feel.
I agree.
I think the numbers are skewed and the diagnoses are off. But that's why. If this were a true emergency, I think what you talked about would happen, and I don't think it would happen because the government would demand it or hospitals would demand it. I think because the demand would cause people to just like you'd be like, yo, I can't stream tonight. I gotta run in the hospital to need help because I drove past it and I saw the line out the window and people were dying on the street on my way here. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was like that, that would organically happen. I just don't think it's that bad.
Because I have stopped like what I'm doing to help people. Even when I worked at the pharmacy, my job title did not require me to do some of the things that I did, but it's like your human instinct kicks in and you help people.
Yeah. I think that would happen organically if there was a necessity. But
Somebody lying. Somebody out here lying, and I want to know who it is. Is it Fauci? Is it Gates? Who's lying to us?
Somebody go send a twerker to Fauci. Get him to open up the damn borders. That old man needs some.
We need answers, man. We need some answers.
Come on, man.
All right. Well, I'm going to send you the tracking number for the baby gift because I need you to have that.
Okay.
I'm going to get our guest on. I'm going to get that all set up and coordinated. I'll email him tomorrow because I want to sign the F offline. I don't want to even look at my anything online anymore. I've had it with these people.
Yeah.
With this whatever. I'm going to be hiring somebody to take over my Twitter. So if anybody's watching this that likes to just tweet stupid bullish stuff about Bitcoin for engagement, DM me.
Get that set up.
Make
sure you get their driver's license, social security number, and the blood of their firstborn children so they don't mess up your account.
Well, I think I could do it through TweetDeck or something.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, you just give them access through TweetDeck. Yeah, sure.
Is that what you do? Is that what people do?
I think so, yeah. Or Hootsuite or something like that.
And then, because I
just want to add them as an admin. Yeah, I guess that's true.
All right, we'll see. All right, well, do you have anything you want to? Oh, can you do me a favor? I am creating a one-pager for my email list, especially for my TikTok audience, because I'm getting so many people that need help. Okay. Can you send me some information about Coinbits? Just like do you guys have a referling program? Like
Yeah, we do.
Okay, send me some information for that so I can add you guys onto my basically this is Coinbits, we do X, Y, and Z, and then whatever, so I can put you guys on there as one of my what is it called, my recommended things.
Oh, nice.
They'll probably go out. I'm gonna start because I've got like 1,000 or 2,000 on my email list, but I'm really going to hire somebody to create a really nice one pager for me based on my ideas, like about the Bitcoin basics and whatnot. And then I'm going to, and anytime I get an email from a brand new person from TikTok, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out a post and be like, if you want access to this one pager, email, sign up here. And then I'm going to send out a mass email out.
Awesome. So I sent you a link, so you have it in your inbox now. All right.
I'll include you there, but I'm basically just including like a bunch of resources. It's going to be very basic, like what is Bitcoin, what is blockchain, why is this a good thing, exchanges I recommend, podcasts I recommend, media I recommend. You want to learn how to trade, this type of stuff.
Okay.
No, it's going to be full of ref links, and they can kiss my ass. People from crypto Twitter don't like it, they can kiss my ass because it's going to cost me money and time to make it.
Swag. I appreciate you. That's love.
All right. Anything you want to plug before we go?
Tomorrow night, Hotep's been told you, 8 p.m. Eastern time is going down.
It's going down, people. Hotep's been told you with Uncle Hotep. Don't you forget it.
All right, everyone. We're going to head out. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, set alerts. If you have something nasty to say, don't comment it because I will tear you a new one and you don't want that.
Facts. All right, see you next week, love.
Bye, guys.